The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy whatever day this is. Tuesday. That's it. Tuesday. Hope everyone's had a great day. Well, I guess it's just starting, so you can't really have had a great day yet. But everyone had a great evening. Welcome, guys. Ferg, Zabak, Loper, Male Gossip. You guys are all up and moving so far this morning. Oops, I forgot to make sure this was working. I knew that. Yeah, there we go. So I'm up $8.70 on the Tostep account as we start the morning. Good morning, Eric. Or afternoon, evening. Yeah, you're 12 hours ahead. So yeah, good evening, Eric. So overnight, up and down on NQ. On a different account, I let a trade run overnight and made $500 on it, about 25 points. Got this move here. A sell off at the start of London. So you can see here on the day, our high 688, low 626. Not a big range at all. It was slow as heck last night for an Asia session. 62 points or so. Copper. I got a $750 win last night on copper. 5 contracts. It was fun. And we have about 120 ticks of range there. Gold. Kind of flat as well. Looking at these on hourly charts, so they definitely look flatter than maybe they really are. But 1788 for the low. And the high, 1798, so 10 points of range. UltraBond, also flat. $154 even, up to $154.28, so not even a full point of range on the UltraBond. Everything's kind of slow. Natural gas is rising up. Just already made a new high from where I already moved the yellow line. It's back over 9, and it has about early morning math. 278 ticks of range. Last but not least, oil blowing up here. Wow, this is a 128 tick candle, hourly candle. You see it kind of consolidated throughout the night, but opened up at 87.88. Now up to 90.27. So about 2.5 points of range. And that's where we stand now. So now we start watching for entries. See here, we've been rising up here the last few minutes on NQ. Good bounce right there. Move up 15 points. Clone, and then another bounce there. We'll see where it goes. Did do a rangy thing here for a while, about an hour and a half, where it was a rangy mutt. But overall, it's been moving pretty good overnight, giving us 15 points, which is going to be the target I'm going to start looking for. 15 for the most part. 2 contracts is going to be my goal. And running 15 points. Let one cash out at 15 and then let the other run. That's the goal. Will the goal be met? We'll find out. We're basically back to where we started on the Tostep account. Which kind of sucks, but hey. It's better than being negative. See crude oil. So how's everyone doing today? You got this group. Are you guys always up like this early? I don't ever remember seeing you like here before I get here before. Alright, definitely thank you everyone for the likes already. Nice to see up to 5 likes. Good morning, Matt. Welcome. Here's Crude. Crude dog. Trigger candle. Boom. Group. Since that trigger candle up 1.5 points. Fortunately, I was still, well, I was barely just sleeping here. If Crude woke me up to tell me, hey, get in right here now, I would have got up. I should have set my Crude alarm. The last two trigger candles have been absolutely wonderful because those like a 60 tick move down. These moves never seem to happen these nights that I stay up late, or I stay up overnight and do the. I don't still seem to get these moves, but that's okay. That's the way life is. CES has also made a nice move up. So it was tough trading last night again. I went down about $900. And then right after I ended the stream last night, I nailed $750 on copper. I went with 5 contracts, and so I got $150 each on them. So that's like 12 ticks each. 12 ticks. 12 tick winner. Then I nailed another $120 trade literally right before I went to bed. I was gonna just let a trade run overnight, but I got the $120 winner. I knew that got me back to green. So I didn't let it run overnight. Now if I had let it run overnight, I could have got another 30, 40 points. Good morning, Dakota. Welcome. So that's where we stand now, up $8.70. So we have a pullback here in NQ. Watching gold. Crude's leveled out here for a bit. Let's see what copper's doing. This is copper on the 5. Came up here. I missed. Now see, last night, you can see where I took the trade. I actually took a loss before I took the winner. I figured this was bull flagging. I got stopped out by 1 tick here. And then it bull flagged up. I grabbed it. Unfortunately, I missed this move. I was concentrating on NQ. If I caught that move, that would have been awesome. But I missed it, so I waited for this bull flag move up, and I got it I got almost at the top. As you can see, it came right back down, although it did bounce back up some, but I was very happy with it. Very nervous because I was in with 5 contracts, and I don't usually do that. But copper definitely gave me a nice moves last night that I missed, but then I was able to get that 1. So let's look at the other trigger candles quickly on copper. On the 5-minute, I've been going between the 5 and the 1. This one right here, that within the trigger candle, I run a 15 tick stop, which is actually, that's a bigger stop for me, money-wise, because copper's the same type of tick value as ES. So that's a $187 stop, and I'm usually looking for 20. As you can see here, though, this would have worked. I would have went to profit target right there. Now here, this is the areas that using my strategy I struggle with. you see how this popped up? We had a slightly downtrend move, but the EMA popped up. This probably would have stopped me out. I probably would have taken this and then gotten stopped out somewhere along the way here. I don't think I would have let it go to full stop, but I may have. So this ended up being a trigger candle, but I look for when it starts, hanging on the EMA like that, then trigger candles are no longer ones that break through the EMA, because you see all of these kind of did that. Then I wait for this one broke away finally. So this would have been the candle I might have entered in. So we consider that a loss, and then this one would have been a nice short play. Beautiful move down. If I had held through it, that would have been over 60 ticks. Now this one, you can see it popped up nicely, but I had these downtrending Bollingers, so that tends to tell me that it's not going to want to continue to go up. It needs to bend those. Now I could have got in there, and I think it would have been okay. We'll look. Nope, it would have been a stop out. So it's good that, like I said, I would have hesitated, probably wouldn't have gotten in. And I would have missed this, honestly, because it gave me no indication it was separated from the EMA. And then since then, that one bounce here. Let's see, yep. Big stop. I probably could have gone with a smaller stop there. And looking for 20. And it looks like it's trying to get, no, it did get there, right there. Oh, that's not 20, it's 19. Either way, works. So that's copper overnight, based on my strategy. On the 5, things could look different on the 1. It looks like would have ended up with 3 wins and 2 losses. But as long as I was letting, that's good anyway, because it's 30 ticks of profit, 20, 40, 60, not including any runners. Let's go back and look. NQ has dipped down again. It's done this a couple of times. So if you look here, this is the move up. It dipped here, it dipped here. So far it's going back up each time. But this, when it dipped here, it gave me another 15. These dips, it's continued up. This one, it didn't go as far after the dip. Only about 9 to 10 points. So we'll watch that. That means it doesn't have as much momentum. Gold dipping here. I did dip back here as well. So kind of want to see this dip get below 1790.1. We're 3 ticks above, and it has a whole 4.5 minutes here before the close of that candle. What is the UltraBond doing this morning? UltraBond's not doing anything. Oh, we did a little dip there. So we'll continue to watch NQES here. I have some food in front of me, eggs as normal. And I'm going to quickly gobble those down. Watch the markets as I eat. And Q actually gave me a trigger candle here. Now it's looking like it does want to continue down. Let's watch it. This trigger candle, I don't know, it was kind of iffy, but now you see it bounce back up like expected, and it has room to come down. We're going to get ready to go just in case. I want to kind of see it get back down to this level here of 663. Or 666 now. Ew. Let's set a stop loss of 40 ticks. And I'll run my own take profit. Continue to watch as we eat some eggs. What's everyone else having for breakfast or had for breakfast this morning? ZenQ trying to pop back up. So maybe a more extended dip this time, but we'll see. I want it to show me which direction it wants to go. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? G-Man. Yeah, nice. It's a good breakfast. Low carb too. I think it wants to come down, but I'm not. I'm gonna let it come to me. Let the mountain come to Ox. Crude, squeeze in there, trying to maybe push up further. Already about back above 90. UltraBond pop in there. Kind of like a toaster pastry, which are absolutely horrible for you. Sounds good, Eric. Good morning, Deanne. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. See if NQ wants to drop. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. hanging here as I eat eggs. Bitcoin made it about 25,000 yesterday and fell harshly. Back about 24 now. Looks like InQ's going to kind of consolidate here as we head up toward the 8 o'clock hour. Thank you, Dakota. Yeah, I forgot to check news this morning. I need to remind myself of that. But thank you. I appreciate that. We also have Canadian CPI. Did you say zinc? Huh. I couldn't even tell you I couldn't even tell you the symbol for zinc. It's not something that's tradable in any of these programs. What is zinc? Let's see if I can find zinc. Oh yeah, there's zinc futures. Oh, there's a COMEX product? But I don't have data on it. So TradingView doesn't have it. Good luck on that, Eric. Happy to know my eggs are almost done. UB popped up, popped down, up, down. Doing burpees up. NQ try to pop up. Power. Yeah, easy for me to say. Pop back up here. So switch to a buy. See if it wants to head up. Kind of like these downtrending bands though. So this might not be something I take here. Downtrending on the on the RSI as well. So probably gonna stick out of this one. Right back down. So I was right not to jump there. Consolidation here. Trying to see if it wants to push down. Had a nice run up. Your attention, please. I have finished my eggs. Just need to take some supplements, and we are ready to rock and roll. It's 2 minutes, 3 minutes before the top of the hour. I always feel like a disc jockey when I'm saying like stuff like that. Let's go to the shopper for a traffic report. Woke up really tired this morning, so I actually hit the Mountain Dew diet. Mountain Dew, well, Mountain Dew Zero. Cracking open another one. Then we'll switch to the Coke Zero afterwards. Let's see what CL's doing. Yeah, CL is tightening here. Very tight. Everything's kind of tight right now. NQ is slightly downtrending. If I had taken this, see this last one would have failed me here. This last, if I had gone long, and it only went 9 points. If I had taken this short here, it only went 4, pop back up, be hanging right around my entry there. So we're just kind of watching, waiting for our first entry of the morning. Yeah, it's kind of like hanging on the laundry line on the EMA here. Ooh, UltraBond maybe trying to come down. This little dip, up, back down. It's hard to tell if that was going to be a trigger candle. This one over here was. And they're coming down like 6, 7 ticks. Let's look at it real quick. Up, down, up, down. Not sure that the pattern tells me anything. Hourly chart, you see it is. That's looking, that is looking bearish on the hourly chart, and that does close here. We'll do a you watch that on the 5. See what NQ is doing here at the top of the hour. It did dip down. Dip down into those bands. It's looking like it wants to go short. Agriculture just woke up. Everything's sent. Ooh, wow. Soybeans knocked down there. Get knocked down, but we get up again. I like that pattern, but continue to watch. NQ is below that level now and falling. We're gonna jump on this NQ here. Technically, that should have been my entry there at 666, but we're only got in at like 663, 662. So we'll see what happens here. I'll set the buy one on market if it gets to a certain level. There we go. Nice move down. See what we can get. We're through the EMA. We're kind of through the EMA on the 5. Let's see what goes on. We're just hanging here. precarious position. Yep, reversing on me. Yep. Kind of resistant. Oh, so we did dip down to the same area here, and that's when it popped back up. So we need to make sure it's going to break there. If not, I'll cut it quick. I'm not afraid to cut it and re-get in if we need to. Get back in, re-get in, whatever. If it can break this area that I'm looking for, move down, back down to this area down here at 646. Right now it's just hanging here. Watching. What did UV do? UV's still hanging there. It's gone two ticks both directions. Nothing real exciting there. Nothing else is really moving yet. Green candle here. Try to get out of those bands. Give it some room to work, maybe. Hopefully. Ouch. Yeah, this looks like it's more likely to bounce. We're going to move our stop somewhat. Back above the EMA on the 5. Still showing as a slightly red candle and that new 5-minute candle. Obviously, before the new hourly candle. I don't know. Not sure that hourly is telling me anything. Let me get rid of that band for a second. That's just going back to green. I'm about to take this loss. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe. Green, red, red, green. Let's go back to our 1 minute. It's a nice candle down. See if we can get momentum back downward. Got in on the break of this, and it didn't really break. Going in the right direction again now. UltraBond actually did bounce up, so good I didn't take that. This is so far it's been a decently long downtrend. The blue line, one blip, but it has not gone far at all. It's only gone 5 points, basically. I mean, it dipped down, but so another slow morning. Remember, tomorrow afternoon is FOMC meeting minutes. I have no idea why the market reacts to those minutes, because don't they talk about everything that's in those minutes when the actual FOMC meeting happens? But anyway, so the market will go wild tomorrow. I'm not going to live stream. I do live stream the regular FOMC meeting, but I don't stream the meeting minutes. Just a regular morning broadcast, but reminder that, that could actually get the markets moving again. Some. Well, I shouldn't say moving again. They've been moving great, all in the upward direction. Be interested to see whether or not that changes the fact that we've been on this like never-ending rally. Meanwhile, I wait to see my fate. Does not look good. Oh, it's indecisive here for Showa. Looks like I'm going to take the loss. Oh, maybe not. Giving it room here. Trying to give it time. Looks like I might want to push up here. Look at the 5. Try to decide whether I should get out here. Okay, we're out, reversed. Gonna take the long trade. I don't think it gave me a stop. Wow. So I got out at the right time. But I'm in with 4 contracts. Okay, it reversed and did not work the way it should have. I'm in with 4 contracts and I'm nervous. Is there a stop loss here somewhere? No. Okay, so reversing the position did not work well. Trying to pushing up. So mental note, do not reverse position. Just close it out and re-enter. Because if I was on... Ooh, there we go, though. Look at that nice move. Beautiful. 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 Taking it there. $520 win. accidental $520 win, but a $500 win nonetheless. I reversed the position and somehow it doubled down on me. I'm still not sure how that happened. I should have. No, I screwed that up. Honestly, I should have got out with 2 or 3 and let one run, but that's okay. Like I said, let's go look. Give me a second. I'll give you an exact total on that trade. 290, 394. Yeah, $520. We're up $286 now in the day. That was interesting. It is still going up. So obviously I got out early, but yeah, that could have been a much bigger trade had I stayed in, obviously. I need to get better at that. But that was more of a I did not expect to be in with 4 contracts on NQ because it didn't put a stop down for it either. So I was like, if this reverses quickly, I could be screwed big time. So after taking the a loss, I got that nice win, up 286. Let's get it, boys and girls. So somehow reversing the position doubled the other way, and I still don't know how that happened. But gold also moving up here. Gold also gave a trigger candle there on the 5, but you see here, this would have been a good trigger there. This would have sucked. That would have been okay. That one would have sucked. So all the ones going upwards have worked, even though it doesn't look like it's really gone that far. You see the pullback here, so I could get out. Yeah, I mean, obviously it went further, but I got out at 75. It went to 80. 4 contracts. I mean, that could have been another $400, but can't catch the bottoms and tops. So UltraBond still is trying to come down. Copper popping there. It's a copper popper. Two-bar pullback, maybe here in NQ before heading back up. That was scary and fun at the same time. Gold's continuing to try and come. We had a little rise up here on crude too. Pull it back a bit. Possible bull flag. Yep. And Q does look like it wants to continue up here. So I did like, except for the fact that it doubled my order, I do like how I handled that. It did come back, came down here. I should have never got in here, honestly. This, again, really wasn't my play. But anyway, this was a trigger candle. I did wait a little bit for confirmation. I waited too long. The reason I waited there is because I was in that short trade. I was hoping it would turn around. I just gotten in here. see that was a perfect trigger candle. I would have got in about 3 points earlier, probably 2 points with slippage. And it went up almost about 15 points I was looking for. It only went up 13, but still. Now, by happy accident, I did get 4 contracts in on that smaller move, so ended up being about the same. So we are less than 15 minutes till news. We'll see how the news affects the markets. How's everyone else doing out there? Everyone's kind of quiet today. So we'll wait for our next entry now. Watching everything. This copper caught my eye. This bounce here, but I don't know. It's acting really funky. That funky cold Medina. Oh, yeah. It's kind of grinding here now. It is back. It's higher than we got on that move earlier. So, see how far it gets. Just out of curiosity. Gold's pulling back there a bit. Checking out hourly charts. The pullback there. Crude oil coming down a bit. Now we did see Dakota mentioned that might see a CL move with the news in 10 minutes. Technically a trigger candle there on crude for my strategy, but I don't know. Let's check what the 5 looks like. If not really, 5 looks more bullish. We'll continue to watch, wait, see what we can get. Popping up. Looks like NQ's trying to come up again, along with ES. Gold's popped back down, or fell back down, or whatever. Not sure if something can pop down. I guess if you hold a toaster upside down, it still pops. So, I guess something can pop down. And right back down, so it's indecisive. Wow, big move down there on gold. Almost 2.5 points. NQ's come back down through its EMA. Morning, Burl. How are you doing? Do have these uptrending Bollingers on the one. Are we on the 1 or 5? We're on 1. Let me see what the 5 looks like. 5. EMA is sitting at 13,667. So we'll watch that. I'm not. Sure, like that. We do have the news in about 5 minutes. Nice, Burl. Good luck with that. Let's see if this makes me regret not taking this short here. Oh, that's down 2.5 points here so far, based on where my entry would have been if I had entered. So we'll watch that. Trying to watch these. Do you see how these bands are uptrending? Pop back up. It's kind of what I expected. price action comes down into these downtrending bands, I try to look at where the bands are. Now, I'm consolidating a bit. See how those bands are kind of now flattening. I'm looking for this consolidation and then the move down. I could get in here. This probably, the thing is sometimes, like you see how it's popping up now, sometimes it'll come down, consolidate, wiggle up to the EMA and then fall back. But there's always a chance that it's going to come down, bounce, and then head back up. So that's why I don't just jump in there and wait for the move back down. I let it try and just tell me what it's going to do. So far, if I gotten in here, because this was the trigger candle, it only came down 2.5 points, and now it's bounced back up to what would it be just about my entry. I think it wants to come down, but like I said, we also have news here in about 2 minutes. Not sure how much it's going to move the market, but it's better safe than sorry. Gold popping back up here. After that big 3-point candle down, right back up about half away. Half away? Half away, half away, half away all. About halfway. So we watch here. News in 30 seconds, and then we'll look for entries. You can see this did curl all the way back up to the EMA. See how he just kind of followed that slope back up. If you look at on the 5-minute, you can see how it's just hanging right there above that EMA. UltraBond did make a nice move back down though. So there's the news. Nothing rocking our world yet. Rock our world, little NQ. I don't know. Canadian CPI 0.1. The forecast is 0.1. U.S. housing starts 1.446 million. Expected 1.528. So that missed. U.S. housing starts changed month over month. Expected was negative 2%, and it was actually negative 9.6. Another big possible number that's indicating a possible recession. Try to see if there's any other important numbers here. Canadian CPI median. Nothing big on the Canadians. Canadian housing starts at a slight beat. So NQ did pop back down here. This looking bearish. Gonna watch though. Yep, there we go. That's the move I was looking for. We're in. Ah, went in with a limit order. Darn it. Taking the short there, hoping I didn't miss the entry. There we go. Nice move down. We'll get ready to exit with 1 if this continues down. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice move down. Loving this. Ooh, 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 loving it. Struggling here right around 13,650. Out with 1. I'm going to adjust my stop and move it to break even. We got 9 points on that one, so we locked in $180. Moving to stop to break even plus a tick. Comes back up to nail me there, then it gives me pays for the commission on it. I prefer to wait to 15 points to get out on one, but I saw this green candle and I figured it might be a good time. Yeah, look at that. It's coming all the way back up. It is going to stop me. It didn't yet. Wow. I think it came within like a tick of my stop. 3 ticks. And right back down. Wow. This would be nice. Here's the next minute candle opening. See if we can continue this nice push down. Remember, this is basically a free play. I've already cashed out for $180, 9 points. Playing with house money. Not house's money, like that weird medical doctor. Hanging right around 13,655. Watching this here. Consolidating at this level. I like to see it get back down. We got, low of the move here is 13,650. Even. Looks like it wants to kind of curl back up though. But we'll give it room. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Trying to let it push down. What's everything else doing here? Gold made a weird move there, popping back up. Crude so far just moving slightly.
Copper coming down. That's a nice move down on copper. UltraBond is kind of red and green. Right now, all eyes are on NQ. Possible bear flag in here for another leg down. Bear flagging. Let's look at resistance. Yeah, love to see it get down to this 45 level here where it bounced there. There's a move down. Excellent. 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 Kind of like my eggs for breakfast. Eggs. Excellent. Sorry. That was horrible. I apologize. Seems to be bouncing again on 50. 13,650. See if it can push through. If it fails to go through that level again here, we'll cut it. Take the profit. Sitting on 52. There's 51. That's because it's house money. Doesn't mean just automatically you gotta go back to zero if it wants to. Getting out the right point is key to karate. No, key to trading. Trying to push through. Can it get through? We want to see it get through 650 and move down toward that support at 645. There's some green. About 10 points in the profit here. Get that out of the way for now. Definitely struggling to get through. See if the wall can come tumbling down. And the wall is not come tumbling down. We're going to cut it there. So that ended up being 6.5 points. So 6.5 points is 130 plus 180. So it was a $310 trade. See if I got out too early again. Yep, I did. Well, yeah, we'll see what it does. But we are now up $589 today. And we've only been trading for a little over an hour. We'll watch where NQ goes and wait for our next entry. I'm very happy with that trade. Thank you, Burl. So, what was my entry on that trade, or how did I get to that entry? Like I said, this came down here. This was actually a trigger candle right here. Let me mark that. That was my trigger candle. But we had these uptrending bands, so I waited, came up, and then it bounced. Now I hesitated a little bit here just because of the news, but so I got in this. I should have got in 2 or 3 points earlier. But once this bounced off the EMA, came down, this was my secondary trigger candle. In here, came down, got out with one. This almost stopped me out because I moved my stop to break even, but it did not. And I rode this down, and you can see we got out at the right time. Thank you, Dakota. So good morning so far. I've taken one loss, gotten 2 wins, up $589. Almost back to where I was before I started trading this week. The Tostep account is back to $625 in profit. I started the week at $719 in profit, and so far it has not gone well, but today's been a good day. Yep, so it did consolidate, now heading back down. So, should I get better? I don't know. There's a part of me that just wants to stay in until it tells, the EMA tells me not to. I don't want to totally give up profits. But if, obviously this, I would have gotten down further here. It's hard. Something I need to get better at. If you're looking at the 5-minute chart, I think we can get rid of that. That's a little odd. The 5-minute chart actually looks very bearish here, like it wants to continue down. And if I was operating off the 5-minute chart, I would not have. I don't know if I would have got out there. We'll see. We'll just, continue to learn here, watch what it does, and see if I got shaken out too early. The ultimate goal is to eventually use 3 contracts. Hey, CFT, yep, getting close. Hopefully, it'll be at 900 by September 2nd, which would be my 1-year streaming anniversary party. Great job, Matt. What's that UB doing? Oh, yeah, nice move down. So let's look at UB here. This is on the 5-minute chart. Trigger candle would have been here. And this would have been a beautiful move down. I didn't trust it because it had just popped up and then right back down. But I should have trusted it. And you can see 19 ticks or more. Jittery fingers. Trade it with who? Let's look at UB on the 1 out of curiosity here. UB on the 1, actually that was the trigger. There's only a couple extra ticks off of that. Take Profit Trader. I've heard of them, haven't used them. Haven't heard anything really bad or good about them. Saw something that somebody didn't like in another Discord server. I just can't remember what it was. Something that was a red flag. Kinda. Well, not really a red flag, but maybe a yellow. But for the life of me, my ancient mind can't remember. Oh, you had a horrible experience? So here are the five. You can see, yeah. So the answer is yes. I got shaken out of that trade too early. For those wondering, it's now going. I got out at 54. It's going down to 44. So I left $200 there on the table, and it wasn't as a tip for my waitress. Give me a second here. Sorry, I know. Quiet again. I apologize. Had to check on email. So what happened, Jittery Fingers? Well, in my opinion, if they send an email like that, they should definitely, well, even I don't care if it's a glitch or not, they should honor that and then fix the glitch. A reset really costs them nothing to give out, especially if they're going to lose a customer. That was, yeah, that was bad on their part. I mean, yeah, I mean, you have to open the orders, so yeah, it was that, was your fault, but if the system said you could get a free reset, they should give the free reset. Oh wow. Were you able to stop that charge? Gold's continuing to grind down here. Crude oil kind of ignored it, but this was the trigger candle. We got our finger on the trigger candle. Sorry. I don't know. The only thing about crude, though, you can see here, it popped up 18 ticks. Crude just needs this big stops, even on the triggers. You can see we did these uptrending bands, so I mean, obviously that would have been the better trigger candle. Whether I would have recognized that or not, I don't know. It's come down nicely though. Yeah, that's definitely a red flag, and that's all these newer companies just popping up out of nowhere. You have no idea what kind of business sense they have. No idea, it's the industry's exploded over the last year with new companies, and I don't know. Eventually, we're gonna run into a bad one. I'm not sure if CFT's still here, but he profiled a bad one a few months ago. There's gonna be ones out there that pop up just looking to take money. and I'm not sure how many of these that key people sim only have the trader's best interest at heart. By the way, NQ's just laughing at me now here. Out at 54, it's going another 15 points. Oh yeah. CFT is usually like this superhero that just kind of disappears within a minute or two. But yeah, so we're all kind of waiting for the one that comes in and just does a runner. It sounds like we got another one here with Take Profit Trader. And CFT, there's a... Oh my god, look at this move down on NQ. So now NQ is really laughing at me. So here's the move down. It's come down about 50 points now since my trigger. Anyway, CFT, that Take Profit Trader was being talked up on a certain certain Discord you and I both know about. That's run by a cowboy. Yeah, even that other Discord server. That's where I saw a red flag about him, but I don't remember what it was, or I guess a yellow flag. I would say. I don't remember at this point, but definitely stick to the established ones, of course. You know, I'm biased toward Tostep. Tostep's been around the longest. They have a proven track record. Cool. G-Man, good luck. Hey, good morning, Ace. How are you doing? Tex. How did Ace become Tex? So, looking at NQ here on the 1 minute, obviously I missed out on a... Yeah. It's gone down another almost 25 points. We can see the RSI here. Like I said, I don't look at the RSI much, but I am starting to look at it more. It's really down there. It's really kind of squeezy. Let's look at the 5. Oh. Oh. I gotcha. Expecting to see a bounce here on NQ, but yeah, this was a beautiful move down that I should have got more of. Good morning, CVR. Good morning, Chef. Wow. Like every... Well, no, there's no RJ. I was going to say every mod is all of a sudden here. Good morning, Sheriff. How are you doing on Tostep, Sheriff? So we're watching here as we head toward the 9 o'clock hour on the East Coast. 8 o'clock hour for me. Can't wait to get back to the East Coast so I can start later in the day. I had that feeling, Ace. I'm having a good morning so far, up $589. 2 out of 3 on trades for this morning. Last night was an absolute disaster, but that I somehow finished the night green after going down about $870. We did bounce here and NQ back up to 13,640. Excellent, Sheriff. That's wonderful news. Oh, I understand that, CBR. Sleep is very important for our health, so. Yeah. Excellent, CBR. Glad to hear it. Okay, and NQ popped up back to 11 points. Bullish engulfing here on the 5. What am I doing looking at a 5-minute chart anyway? Oh, see, here we are. So this is where I do run into issues. Had this long move down. It's popping up. I'm going to wait, though. See, I just turned red. Many times I say red. I need to learn Taylor Swift's lyrics to the song Red. I could sing that. See this pop up? We are right before the top of the ah. There's the top of the ah. We have these downtrending bands, so it's kind of also scaring me off here. See if it comes back down here on NQ. See what Crude's doing over here. Crude desk just opened. It's trying to continue down. That does look bearish. Very bearish. London Bridge is falling down, as is the NT Bridge. My Fair Lady. Don't mind me, I'm babbling. ES is bouncing. Hey, there's no Mr. G today. Just the G-Man. No baby fish yet either. No RJ yet. Yes, I do take attendance. So we had a bounce there, about 2 points on ES. CNQ came back up about 15, I want to say. Let's look. Let's look. Yeah, down 15. Taking a long here at NQ. No, I'm not. Gotta remember the market. Market to market to buy an NQ. Home again, diggity do? I don't know. Okay, so we're in long on NQ, I think. Let me guess, I just entered the wrong direction too. Nope, I didn't enter the wrong direction, but I forgot to make a stop loss. Good job, good job. There we go. Now I have a stop. Let's see if we come up. These bands are just about even, so looking for this move up. Pulling back though. Stops about 8 points. 7.5. Ouch. So maybe this wasn't a good trade. Let's see. We shall see. We shall see. Let's look at the 5. Yeah. Better to get off of that, get it off of that top of that candle there, obviously. Let's see what we get. Just trying to move on up. There we go. Nope. Up, right back down. Not moving fast. Just trying to push it up, push it up. Up, down. Left, right. Sideways. Watching the 5. Yeah, there's a move. So our EMA on the 5. Ooh, ouch. Down. EMA on the 5. It's like 656 or 650. Sure what that other blue is there. Don't know. Looks like it wants to come back down to me. Oftentimes when you see a consolidation like this, when it hangs right on that EMA. We do have a slightly downtrending Bollinger here, which was a concern. Yep, you're seeing it break. So, yep. If this closes below this EMA, I'm going to get out of the trade. And then enter the opposite way. Ooh, ouch. Yep, I'm going to... 10 seconds to go on this. Pulling back there. Out. Took the loss. Watch it pop right back up there. And we're going short. I didn't set a stop loss again. Yay. And watch it chop me out here. And like, yep, it's going to. Wow. Okay, so this was bad trading on my part. Good morning, RJ. Now all the mods are here. Wow, so I just gave him back a lot of money. I am stupid. How could I have traded that better? Not even sure at this point. Still up $84 on the day, but we'll try again here if this decides to go green. You're long at 650. Yeah, I mean, that dip down, well, let's see. It's really just slow here. Let me look at the 5. Yeah, we're still below. I don't know. Taking the long, I think. There we go. 651 3/4. We'll try once more here. See if we can get back the rest of our profits for the day. Tightening the stop. Yeah. I like that trigger candle there, but it's just not giving me what I want. Well, I got in late on it anyway, as usual. No, I didn't. Not really. Yep, I've allowed myself to get chopped out here. I don't know why. Just absolutely stupid play on my part. Yeah. I don't know why I try this trading stuff. It's getting frustrating. That was a stupidity. So 3 straight losses. Back down. Another great day. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Should not have gone long before I was at the EMA on the 5. So my strategy works. It just, I gotta recognize chop and not let that happen. Especially running 2 contracts. You know, 1 contract it wouldn't have been as harsh. 2 contracts I easily gave back my gains on the day. You can see, do I have a square here? Where are my rectangles? Patterns? No. No. There, no, yeah. So this whole area, well, I didn't expect it to go that far. Does it never end? It never ends. Okay. Well, you know, obviously got chopped in this area. Should have reckoned, should have just stayed out until it gave me a direction instead of trying to figure out it was a direction. Oh, I mean, pre-market gave me good wins earlier with those same position sizings. You know, I accidentally did 4 contracts earlier and got a nice win. Only because, I mean, I didn't mean to do 4 contracts. I hit reverse position, and for some reason, TradingView decided to double my position when it reversed. That was a bit scary. So, work on getting this back, but now I'm very frustrated. And I allowed that to happen, number one. I just hate doing stupid stuff like that in front of an audience. Crude. This was the trigger candle. It's come down since then. Came down as much. Wow, really? Came down almost 80 ticks. Popped back up. Still looking bearish. Gold popping up. UltraBond trying to pop up there, but failed. Ooh, copper. My beautiful baby copper. What the heck was it doing? Trigger candle. Whoop. Wouldn't have gave me 20, but have been close. Came all the way down. So we watch and we wait here. A few minutes to the bell. Two steps forward, two steps back. It's looking kind of bearish now, but I'll stay out. Yeah, 5 minute on the ES. It's looking clear. Well, they both look clear. This has ended up being a bullish engulfing. I mean, sorry, bearish engulfing. Trying to head down. I don't know. Did double bottom there. Didn't even realize. Basically double bottomed at low a day earlier on NQ. When it made that move down that I should have got way more out of. Bounced here. So looking at the chart here, that chart's getting messy with all those orders. If I had to guess, I would say we're heading down at the open. Everything's pointing that direction. We see that we've broken the EMA on the hourly chart. We've got basically what would be a trigger candle on the 30-minute chart for short. Same here on the 15. So I'm thinking short. Obviously, it will play what I see. I'll see what I play with. Wait, that didn't sound right. High of the day, 688. Low of the day, 626. So a very short, small range for NQ. Very unusual to be at this time of day and not have 100 points of range. About 62. Is that right? Math? Yeah, that's right. Early morning math. RJ said hello earlier. Ace, you missed it. Great job, Dakota. See, it's coming down. So, not a shock. Not a shock at all, Burl. CFT is a man of the people. So we watch. NQ's trying to pop up a bit here. But we'll wait. Waiting and watching here. Every time I go silent now, I hear everybody complaining about my silence. Copper pulled back. UltraBond just kind of sitting. So we are now still 6 minutes to the bell. Nice, Dakota. Seeing this move down. You know, this move looks so clear now on the 5. I gotta keep remember to look at the 5 and the 1. Obviously, this was Chop City, USA. But, you know, on the 1, I mean, on the 5, it looks a little bit clearer. Came up, coming back down. I don't know. Gotta stay out of that chop. Crude really moving down here now. Look at that. That's a 46 tick candle. And since that trigger candle, it's gone over a full point. Great job, Dakota. Another winner for you. Yep. UV, nice. And I could have probably taken that on UV. It's been giving us good moves down. It's tried to pop up a couple of times. Good trigger candle there. Went about 4 or 5 ticks since the trigger. Copper trying to break that EMA. Isn't that how it goes? Always, always, always. Hey, male gossip. So, watching here, waiting for the bell. Licking my wounds here of giving back. And gonna try and get some good movement after the bell. You see it heading down here into the bell. So finally broke the range. Moved down about 5 points. Definitely looking the bearish. And 2 minutes until the bell. Big move down here in NQ. Jittery. I think what CFT says is if it's not on his site, he doesn't recommend it. It won't review. Won't even bother with the review. Crude continues to grind down here. This is the star of the day right here. So Crude's back on around 88.5. NQ's trying to curl back down to that low there, 28. We'll see what happens at the open. We are 20 seconds until the bell. Ding, ding. Bells will be ringing. There's the bell. Moving down like I predicted. Boom. Bouncy though. Like a bouncy castle. Trying to pop back up. Right now it's only 2 points. ES is actually green? Really? Yeah, it is. ES is green by 2 points. And Q's undecided. Undecided, really? Really jumpy here on NQ. There's the push down though. Big push down on NQ. ES not following here. So a little bit of divergence here between the two. Oh, here comes NQ up with green. Doji on NQ. ES pulling back a little bit now. Got back to red on NQ. ES only up well to 4 points, but pulling back about half the candle. Oh, boom. Now we have a boom lift off of green. .1 minute candle there. By the way, NQ did come back down to that same low, down to 27. So that's the third time it's bounced off that 27 area. Pull back here on the 1. Still indecisive, it just gave it all back on NQ. ES up 5 points, almost 6. Is 6 now. NQ up to 8 points. Crude did a little bounce. UltraBond continues to come down. That would have been a great trade. About half a point. Back to red here. Less than a minute to go on this 5-minute candle. Uh, so with less than half a minute to go, NQ is basically a doji. ES strong, strong like bull. So that candle closed only down 1.1 points. ES closed 6.5 points up and still going. Wild here. ES obviously the better trade here. It looks like. See, ES just went straight upwards. NQ's all weird. This has been a great candle to take on NQ and ES. I was too focused on NQ again. Dow straight up there. The Dow is actually maybe the strongest of them all. NQ trying to break that low. Again, bounced off of, well, this time 30. ES leveling out. NQ just broke that level finally. I didn't get it. Look at the break here. Beautiful move. I was going to go short. I should have went short. Everyone was saying long, so it got me kind of confuddled. But this is now down almost 30. Wow. So missed the NQ move, unfortunately. I told myself to get in. Trigger candle there. It was bouncing crazy, though, obviously. Does it continue to want to fall here? Probably not. What's agriculture doing? Oh, big boom there on agriculture at the open. Or at least on soybeans. ES. Oh, Crude's popping back up there. Continue to watch Crude as we continue to watch NQ. That's a bounce there on NQ. ES is trying to head back up on a bounce as well. Nice bounce, 11 points. Watching Crude here as well. Check the 1 on the Crude. That would have been a good trigger on the 1 minute. We're gonna. Oh wait, how long do we have? 15 seconds on Crude. We're gonna take the long on Crude. I limit ordered it in, didn't I? I hate that. Oh well, I got filled anyway. Let's get this out of the way. Crude's heading up. We'll check back in with NQ then, but this is was a nice move on Crude. There we go. We went in with 1, which was a mistake. NQ's still being indecisive. Go for a continued move here on Crude, upwards on Crude. Really? You're gonna turn red on me? Really? Wow. Come on, just give me something nice today. I want something nice. There, yeah, that's nice. We're at 89.58. It is really jumpy. Yeah. Really jumpy. Oh, come on. Nice push up. You know you wanna. Nope. It's pulling back on me. And Q's still being indecisive and looks like it wants to come back down. We're gonna get stopped out on Crude. Wow. And Q popped back up with a 15-point candle. It still doesn't know what it wants to do. Crude 2-bar pullback hopefully now wants to head back up. Nope. It's gonna stop me here. Maybe not. Yeah, I gotta stop saying that every time it comes back down. And Q is still ugly. Oh, there's a nice move up. This recent move here was 71. I'll take that. We can get back up there. Being being temperamental, as is NQ. NQ's still trying to grind down. Yep. And here we come back down on Crude. Stop me out. So it was a great day. It's become an absolutely horrid day. It's just par for the course. You know, I got to stick to one time frame. The 1 minute or the 5 minute. 1 minute here would have been a great trade. And the 5 minute would suck. Ended up sucking. Here you can see here the 1 minute I could have got 30 ticks, 35 ticks. But I went on with the 5, and the 5 did not break and ended up coming down. Meanwhile, I have no idea what NQ wants to do here. Big candle up, 2 candles down. Big candle up, 2 candles down. Big candle up. And it's all slow grind down. If I had gone short on the trigger candle, right there. Let's just say that was the trigger candle. And that wick actually would have looks like it would have stopped me out anyway. Well, let's say I would have went with a 20 tick, because I mean a 20 point. Obviously, that would have been a nice win down. Even so, I mean this is still not sure. So popping back up. Yeah, soybean oil's trying to pop back up. Soybean meal looks really sad. Soybean also coming down, but trying to pop. Once you pop, you can't stop. Copper, beautiful move up. And you know, I have a very simple strategy. I just, you know, early I let myself get chopped out on it. And I was right. The thing is, I'm frustrated as well because I was right about heading down. And while it's an ugly down, it's a down nonetheless. And now we're trying to get below 600. Absolutely frustrated. I mean, and this UltraBond just laughing at me here. Perfect entry here that I never took, and it's down over a full point. Absolutely just laughing at me. You know what it's like to be laughed at by a treasury? Well, I think the United States Treasury's been laughing at us all, but that's another story. There's the break of 600. Low now today, 591. Try to pop back up off of there, but not succeeding. I just uh not of it. I took time to chart out NQ yesterday for the last 6 days and saw how I should be executing it, and then totally blew that execution again today. So I'm frustrated with myself on that. About 15 points away on that burl, getting there. And you see, I was 100% right. This is short. Look at this beautiful move. Look at that beautiful bean footage. I mean, beautiful short. Boop. 53 points from that trigger candle. 53. You know, I took the risk on this Tostep account, betting on myself, and I'm gonna end up failing myself. And it's frustrating as heck. Yeah, and the other frustrating part, in the last 2 nights on another account, I've taken NQ shorts and went to bed. And I've gotten 30 points and 40 points on those two trades for $1,500 in gain. That is 30 and 40, 70, $1,400 in gains. You know, I did take a crude trade short on the Tostep account. But if I had taken those NQ trades, I would be doing so much better. I'm mad at myself for not recognizing that overall we were downtrending, so I should have never went long here. Never, 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 never. Never went and took any of the longs. I can't tell if I even went short at any point. I'll have to look at that, but should have never taken those longs against the downtrending bands. We were squeezing too, so the chance that we were going to chop into the squeeze, the fact that I need to get better at recognizing that in real time. Take a look here. It's turn back time. Turn back time. This was yesterday, when all our troubles seemed so far away, and life seemed like such an easy game to play. And I charted out, this is my strategy. Change your color, candle through. Win. Change your color, candle through. Win. Change your color, candle through. Big win. Chop. I counted this as a loss. One loss. Today it might have been 3 losses. But this is what I gotta, stay out of. Wait for a trigger candle. Here. Win. Get out of my way while I'm trying to explain this. Loss. Win. By the way, these are all at least 15 points in wins. Change your color. Win. I sent someone a screenshot of what I was doing, so don't mind the arrows here. So, win. 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 Big win. Loss here. I didn't mark it off, but loss here, although I should never have taken it because of these uptrending bands, but I counted it anyway because I try to be as objective as possible. Win. Win. Counted this as a loss, even though I would not have taken that because it actually was hit the band on the Bollinger on the RSI. Win, win, loss, win, win, and stop there because of getting close to the 3 o'clock cutoff. Overall, it was like 66% wins, even with the chops areas. So that's why I get frustrated because I can't execute when I tried to. I had that in mind when I was playing here, like taking the trades. So that's one of my biggest problems in the past is not trusting to take the trades. Here I tried to take the trades and I allowed myself to get chopped out. And crude oil, I just didn't use a wide enough stop. See, look at this. I got in at 89.58, stopped out at 89.38. It went down to 89.27, but now it's up to 89, went as high as 89.96. So based off that entry, I could have been up 40 ticks, but I just didn't use a wide enough stop. Or if I used a 1-minute chart, that's what I'm saying. I keep going between 1 and 5 minute, and I need to settle on 1. Now that I'm trading off a trading view, I think I could go back down to the 1 and be able to concentrate on. I think I might replace gold with UltraBond and make those my core 4. Here's NQ though, on the 1-minute chart popping back up. That's a trigger candle. No reason not to take it. It's a 15-point candle. Market order. Taking the long. Yeah, I did so well last week. 60-something% win rate. Up $719 on the Tostep account. And of course, I've given that all back plus, and I just don't know how I lost the mojo. in at 13,620. It's pulling right back. And I've been taking big losses because I trying to size up, and but yet I've been doing these magic tricks to get back to green almost. Yep, it's gonna stop me out. Right back down. There's a stop out. So now I'm back down over $800 today. And that was about, I look at it, and look at that. Beautiful, that's a 21 point move down. And technically this was a trigger candle back down. So why should I have not taken that long? See how close it was to that Bollinger on the RSI? I should have waited for that to clear, but I was thinking it was just going to kind of ride it up. I don't know. Tired of losing. Going short here. Would have been really good if I had remembered to hit a stop loss on it though. Uh, there we go. See. Way too tight to stop, but it's going for me. Hold on. Oh, wow. Hey, maybe the market's apologizing to me here. By one. Or maybe not. Come on, continue down for me. Oh, wow. Continue down. Out with one. Sticking in with the other. Modify. One. Popping right back up. But we're hit a low of 567. See if it continues down. Got about 8 points on that other one. Does look like it wants to pop back up here though. Yeah. Thank you, Ace. It stopped me out break even on the other. So about actually I got 11 points on that other one. 11. So to get about $220 back. Only down 631 now. So see, if I could ever manage this strategy of mine to weed out this trade right here. Obviously, this was a bad trade. It should have never taken it. And then recognize the fact that we were coming back down on this candle here. I could have got way more of that move. Well, maybe not way more, actually. I got it at 609, and this candle started at 612. Oh, no, wait. No, I'm sorry. That's where I got stopped out at. So, yeah, I could have got it at 612 and rode that down for 40 points. That could have been an $1,200 trade if I had read it right. And it just frustrates me because I should have this by now. I should be getting this by now. And it just frustrated me that I'm not reading it in real time the way I should be. I should have this by now. Not that I think it should all be easy, but repeating these mistakes continues to make me go 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. And in the market going 2 steps forward and 2 steps back, we don't come together and opposites don't attract. Paula Abdul. Um, Ace, maybe a little bit, and I just, I need this. I mean, I don't. I've been struggling now. Like I said, I've been coming up on a year streaming on September 2nd. That's my streaming anniversary. And while I have been funded twice, so far I've gotten zero money out of the markets since I've been trying all this. And it's gotta start clicking at some point. And no one wants to hear me rant. But I haven't had a good rant for a while, but viewership's down since I started this rant. Loper Crude just stopped me out for $200. Crude seems almost as hyper as NQ. I mean, I know it. I mean, Crude's good, but like I tried to go Crude here and it ended up stopping me out for 20 ticks. I would have needed a 30 tick stop, so that's like $300. But yeah, I mean, obviously it would have been beautiful if I had run a stop like that. So, can I get $600 back in an hour? Crude coming down. Speaking of crude, 71 ticks all of a sudden. Thought you were already short, Burl. Or are you talking about me? Nice job, male gossip. Chef, the problem with that is, and while I can do that, with Tostep does not treat micros the way most other firms do. I can do 10 micros on step 1 of the Tostep eval, but on step 2, I'm only limited to what I'm allowed on the progression ladder. So, and the reason I asked them about that, the whole why they treat micros like minis on the progression ladder, and the reason it is, um, when they built their system, micros didn't exist. So they would have to reprogram their entire back end to treat micros the way micros should be treated with the whole 10 to 1 thing. So they did say that they're considering bringing out micro only evaluations. But right now, yeah, I could do 10 M and Q, but if I ever get to step 2, then I could not. Tostep's great. I mean, they have every program has some issues, but I mean, Tostep has a lot of advantages, and they have some big changes coming that I think a lot of people are gonna like. And Q's popping back up. Basically at that same level. I don't know. Well below the EMA on the 1 minute, 5 minutes, so we'll wait. I don't know. I'm actually planning on trying to get a couple videos done for those that ask why Tostep. I mean, some of the things that they have going for them. There's no waiting 40 days for your first payout. There's no waiting 4 months for your entire payout. Um, I know people don't like the two-step evaluation, but the two steps can be done in as little as 8 total days versus 10 or 15. And it's like someone said, with having to wait for your payout and all that, and hoping you don't screw up a rule on these sim accounts on other firms, it's almost like they have two steps as well. Apex? Apex, you wait, tick tick, unless you want a 50%, only a 50% split, you have to wait 40 days to withdraw. Go up. Coming back down here on Q. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I mean,
Apex has obviously, come to the forefront, but yeah, they do, in a way, it is two steps because you are waiting almost 40 days where you're hoping you don't screw up some sort of rule where you end up not getting your payout at all. Plus, you're paying monthly fees there. I mean, you got to pay data fees on Tostep. I, once you're on the live funded account. So I mean, that's kind of both, both about the same there. Still coming down here on Q. So this has been an all day, I shouldn't say all day, since the open we've been coming down. This is, I've been talking about, let's go to the 1 minute. Yeah, let's go back to the 5 minute here. This is the trigger candle. What was the, oh, let's get rid of these alerts down here that I've been hiding. What's the date? This is the 8:30 candle, which was the trigger, and we see we've been blue since. And we've come down 80 points. Yeah, that's right, bro. Exactly. So yeah, well, you know, that's exactly right. And Dakota, yeah, the ones that put you on the live accounts, they seem to be the ones that make it the easiest to withdraw. Good morning, baby fish. Welcome. And honestly, there's a change that's coming, and unfortunately, it's not going to be announced till September. And the fact that they entrusted me to tell me this, and yet I can't tell anybody, it's a change that's really exciting, and that I feel is going to really shake up the industry. I can't mention it, but I really think it's going to be huge. And it's going to be interesting to see how every other firm reacts to that change. There's other changes that I was told they're going to announce here in August. But they have not given me a date on it yet. I don't want to get sued, CFT. I do not want to get sued. Absolutely, Dakota, and that is something that is swirling about that I've heard from multiple sources that they about regulation coming to the industry, the CFTC starting to look into these programs, and the ones that offer actual live accounts are going to be the ones that are a much better footing than these ones that only offer SIM accounts. And I really wonder. I mean, I obviously anything I say here about is my opinion and my speculation only. But I really do wonder if all these firms will be forced to end up offering live accounts with set parameters like Tostep and the others that have actual live accounts do now. That's just my thoughts. That I have not heard anything about. I have not heard. I've heard that many people expect regulation coming soon, but I haven't heard of what they actually expect to happen when that occurs. So that's just speculation and thoughts on my part of what might happen. But I do think the simulation only companies are gonna have to make changes. I don't think they're gonna come in and start shutting companies down. It's possible, but I don't necessarily see that happening. They're gonna want to protect the traders, you know. So I don't think you're gonna see companies getting shut down or anything like that. But I think changes are gonna have to happen. Because let's face it, I mean, while I think these companies do, want to see successful traders, there's no reason for sim-only companies to have traders succeed. Now, do I think they're out to just want traders to fail? For the most part, no. But that doesn't mean, like, earlier we mentioned a couple of companies that do seem like outright bad companies, and the more and more of these are popping up, there's going to be a few that are just out for profit that just want to see traders fail. I mean, if you're not putting a trader in a live account, and if you're not copying their trades, and some do, some don't, then there's no incentive to want to see a trader prosper long term. Right, but I mean, I don't think some do. I think some don't. Dakota, like, if Lilu copied trades, then they wouldn't have kicked Daryl Martin off. Because Daryl Martin's obviously an absolutely wonderful trader. So if they were copying his trades, they wouldn't have kicked him off. They would have, kept. Now, you know, I Tick says they copy trades. Hopefully they haven't copied mine since I become a funded trader, because if they did, I'm costing the company money so far. But you know, I think some do, and I think some don't. It's hard to tell which ones do and which ones don't. Yeah, CFT. Well, that's true, Burl, but I mean, I don't know. I think if I don't see him constantly saying that without it being true, because I think Lilu could end up. I don't know. Could there be legal action there if he was lying about it? I don't know. It's possible. I don't know Daryl Martin that well, but I don't have any reason not to trust him and Q bouncing off the EMA here. Granted, these weird partnerships and webinars that he's been partnering with lately and sending emails about, it's kind of weird. ES heading up. But again, so taking that story back around, again, if Lilu is copying trades to the market, why wouldn't they? I mean, Daryl Martin's one of the best. Why wouldn't they want to copy him? And the other reason, I'm thinking about regulation, why it's going to get, regulators interested in all this is, we know that the statistics out there are less than 20% of people who pass an eval. I mean, I'm sorry, less than 20% of people that start an eval actually pass. And Q's trying to come back down here. So then we have no idea, for those that pass, how many actually ever see a dollar. So, you're running an industry with probably a 90% fail rate. And you're doing it all in a simulation that's almost like a game. Short here on NQ, maybe? Low of this move is 63 is exactly where we're at now. Let's see if it breaks. So, again, I think that's going to get, because you're using real live market stuff, but without ever tapping into the actual real live market and taking money for that. I just think regulators are eventually not going to like it. I don't think the CFTC is going to look at it in the same way others may look at it as a game, using the assets of the CME to run that game. I'm not saying, male gossip, that you should care. I'm saying I think the CFTC and other places are going to start caring. Short here in Q. No, it's not what I want. And immediately bounces there off of what I thought was going to be a break. Let's see if it comes back down for me. We shall see. I think the industry is going to look a lot different in a year. But goodness knows I've been wrong about a lot, including, it looks like, this trade. Then I got stopped out again. DM Discord. Okay, I see that now, Chef. A little late. I see it now. Oh no, those commissions are just made up because they're not uniform commissions at all. Every different firm has different commissions, so they're making up the ones that they, except for the ones that put you in a live account through a live brokerage. That's okay. I appreciate that, Chef. I get. Hard to keep track of everything. Oh, and look at that. So I get in at 559, stopped out at 571. Not sure why I got actually. Now it breaks. I can't catch a break today, which is fine. Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point, babyfish. Yeah. And that's yeah. But Matt, what you're thinking of is data fees. And no, the the data fees and stuff. The only one getting any making money off of any data fees is Rhythmic. So this one ended up going down to 546. I was in at 559. This would have been a great trade if it hadn't stopped me out first. So this was a horrible, horrible day. Great job, Matt. And that was a bad trade for me to take anyway. I was doing it out of. That's again not my strategy. Right here, that would have been my strategy. Right. But the data fees that we're paying, the companies that keep your own SIM accounts are paying Rhythmic. I don't know what Rhythmic pays the CME, but Rhythmic provides the data from CME, so I don't know. I can get a 5 pound bag at the store for like, I don't know, a couple bucks. So I was right on the short, but I got stopped out on, kinda. I mean, it went 15 points. Yeah, Ace. Most of these firms that we're trying to get funded with keep people on SIM accounts, even when funded. So I kind of feel like another Tostep streamer today that I'm not going to mention because I'm not trying to put him down, but feels like it's his kind of day. No, they still charge commissions to make it look real. You know, so I got in at 559. It's come down 30 points after stopping me out. Oh, definitely. I estimate that Apex has made more than $20 million this year, based on Daryl Martin's own admissions to the fact of how many accounts have been made with Apex this year versus how much they've paid out. But that doesn't take away the fact that they are a great opportunity for people looking to be able to, get funded, do it the right way, so you're not paying for a whole bunch of resets and a whole bunch of whatnots, and become a good trader. Have a great day, Ace. So anyway, I mean, while I have nothing against these other companies at all, I'm mainly gonna try and stick with companies that are going to withstand any coming scrutiny. Meanwhile, back in Gotham City, I you ever look at a chart and wonder how the heck you sit where you sit after looking at it? Look at this move. I would have just had to do one thing today. Take this short right here and hold. I wouldn't have needed a large stop. I wouldn't even need it. I mean, 10 points would have been a big enough stop. And look at this. Look at this. And this is how big of an idiot I am. Take that short and hold. That's 128 points since the 8:35 candle, which was my trigger candle here on the 5-minute. And look at that. Take it and hold, and I will be up 128 points. The line never turned white. Popping up here now, this 5-minute candle by 15 points. But well, I mean, G-Man, there's two sides to that. Yes, it does take time and money, but you know, if you these evaluation companies, if you pay 100, 150 a month, whatever, and practice, that's better than throwing $5,000 into your brokerage account and blowing the whole thing. Or, I mean, honestly, the best thing to do, this is what I recommend to people, pay $15 to TradingView. Well, actually, and then another $4 for the CME data feed for TradingView. It has a great paper trading thing, and spend that $20 and paper trade for a few months, and then do the evaluation. Now, someone asked me why I'm um, promoting Tostep, and I do want to make one thing clear. I would never take a sponsorship from a company I didn't believe in. No matter, I struggle for money. Money is a big issue in my life, but I still have integrity, and I will not, partner with any company that I didn't didn't believe in their, their product or their service. I have an email sitting in my box now, someone wanting to sponsor the stream with indicators, th- charging $300 for the indicators, and I'm ignoring it. You know, I don't believe it. I don't believe any indicator out there costs $300. Do I believe that if someone codes an indicator that works, they should get something from it? Absolutely. $300? No. And so I won't deal with that, even though I could make good money from it. So I believe in Topstep. I believe I never had the issues with Topstep a lot of people had. Obviously, Topstep, kind of fell to the wayside a bit with in the last year, but they're working hard to get that back, and they are kind of like the first company in this industry. Been around for 10 years. And like I said, they came to me and told me what changes that are coming. They've already made some of these changes, and like I would not be promoting them if I didn't, you know, believe that they are a good company and that they are on par with any of the other companies. So yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna try and work on a couple of videos or a video of why Top Step. Work that out. Hopefully they'll announce some more of their changes soon, and oh, I might get in touch with my Top Step guy later today and see if he can give me a more direct dates on things. Because it is already the 16th, so we're already more than halfway through this month. And I gotta figure out where I went wrong today. Besides, I mean, I know I got where I went wrong, but I can't. Every day I go, where do I go wrong? And I see it, but I don't know. Whatever. There's no requirement that you do. I'm not certainly not forcing anybody. I'm not saying, hey, if you're not willing to, then leave the stream or anything like that. Excuse me one moment while I converse with somebody off stream. Hi, it's back. And let's see. So, now I've gotten skittish. Why did I unblow up that chart? There we go. Now I've gotten skittish. And this was a trigger candle. We did have the downtrending bands, which is kind of why I was skittish. But this would have went more than 10 points. Unfortunately. Talking enough. I sure talked today, didn't I? Oh, wow. So look at this. This would have went more than 15. Yep, that was the one I was kind of referencing earlier, but I don't. I try not to put down other streamers only because I know how hard this is. You know, when I got chopped out earlier, uh, I got really upset with myself. Not only because I allowed myself to get chopped out. Of course, I lost it here. But also because I did it in front of the audience here and I felt stupid. So I do understand that, you know, I don't like his trading strategy at all, but I know how hard this is. Chef, I'm confused. So you did or did not profit? I'm confused. You know, there seems to be some people, that just enjoy jumping stream to stream and finding, fault in every stream that they're in. This streamer is complaining this much. This streamer is being too hyper. This streamer is not talking enough. And I've been, falling victim to that as well lately. Where I've been taking major criticism in the last week to the point that I'm here sitting here trying to figure out if I need to change how I stream. There's been a couple mornings that I really didn't even want to come on stream anymore. It's been getting to me when I used to look forward to it every morning. So this streaming thing is not easy, but I do enjoy it most of the time. And I realize I just gotta try and tone some people out. And he's continuing to try and curl up here. See, I got skittish, and this is exactly the setup I wanted. Why do I keep unblowing up the charts that I want to look at? You know, okay, that's just obnoxious. I need to get rid of that. Anyway, long downtrending here. This was the first real break. Trigger candle here, and I got skittish and did not take it. And now you can see it's almost up 30 points. Well, I do sing every now and then, Matt. Yeah, I do need to do more with polls. Actually, moderators, a lot of you have blue wrenches. You can start polls. You didn't take the long either, RJ? Thing that below the for me it's right under the where you type in the chat. There's like a little box. I think you guys have it. I've seen other moderators start polls. I could be wrong. Give me a second. I'm going over to Weenie because I'm a mod there. I'm still not sure why, but I am. Is he not live today? Oh yeah, he's live. Okay. Oh, I'm wrong. I guess I can't. Never mind. Mods can't start polls. I thought for sure you could. I thought other people have started polls, but I guess not. Huh. I apologize. Mods, you can't do it. Only I can. Yeah. I thought for sure I've seen mods start polls in other channels. But no, I can't start one on Weenie either. So I was wrong. So, all that were listening to my rant today, according to YouTube, I've gone up 3 subscribers today. So, thank you. Welcome. Hello. Well, you would think they would provide more functionality to moderators, but I guess not. Well, here's the thing, Chef. I do understand what you're saying, but I have to reach a $12,000 profit target to pass this evaluation and get the bonus that Tostep's offering me for sponsoring the stream. So I kind of need to like YOLO here a bit. G-Man, a lot of places do give you a practice account as well. I'm pretty sure I have a practice account with Topstep. I'm almost 100% sure because it keeps telling me when I refresh Topstep's thing that I have a practice account. So Crude, pulling back. So this is the Crude chart. Let's check the 1 minute chart. Look at this beautiful. So we got two trigger candles here. Got my finger on the trigger. Some traders wonder why, but trading crude oil. It's do or die. Anyway, right here, beautiful. 20 tick stop. Look at that. That was beautiful. Absolutely succulent. Wow, succulent. There's a word I haven't used in ages. No idea where it came from. NQ pulling back here. Back down below. I missed it. Darn it. See, I wasn't paying attention. Missed this move. 61. Let's see where it goes. Yep, there's 10 points. What I need to stop doing is this, in all honesty. I had no reason to be in this trade right here. This was the one that stopped me out. I was right about it, but there was no reason I should have been in. It was not, this is not my trading plan. This was the trigger candle. Getting in here and try to follow down. Try to jump in at the middle of a move is not my trading thing. And if you can see here, let's do this. Trigger candle here. Trigger candle. Entry. 10-point stop. And I could have tried to follow this down. I hate it when I move it. I like to move it. Anyway. Could have followed that down for 60 points. Obviously, I wouldn't have caught the exact bottom. But if I stayed in 60 points. And you can see the last 4 times this fired. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one only went 10. We'll see where it goes. But so these last 3 would have been winners for at least 30 points if I would have wanted to go that far. Reminder, I'm back on Sharevision tonight. I haven't been getting a lot of viewers over to Sharevision. Not getting enough to get paid. So I could really use, even if you just want to stop in for 30 seconds, just so view counts, I would appreciate it. Trading. So it is 11 o'clock. Gonna quickly just burst through. This is our NQ day in a nutshell. Lines everywhere. There's lines. It's lines, not lions. We ended up getting some range. Still not a huge range, really. Still only about 144 points of range. Just less small for NQ lately. Copper ended up still being kind of tight all day. Didn't really make new highs or lows. Gold made new lows before bouncing. UltraBond definitely made new. Wow. I didn't realize how big of a move down that was. UltraBond came down by over a point there, 1.5 points. Total move was over 2 points. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, RJ. Thank you, Fish. Thank you, CBR. Crude. Staying right above 88 right now. Natural gas did pop. Maybe that's what I need to do. I just need to start trading natural gas. Joking. So that's why I think I'm going to cut it for today. I do want to thank everyone for joining me and listening to me rant and rave. I haven't ranted for a while. I try to keep the rants to a minimum. But appreciate you all. And I will see you either tonight on Sharevision or tomorrow morning back here on YouTube. Have a great day, everyone. Bye. As soon as I find my streaming software. There we go.
I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you did, I'll love if you hit the thumbs up button. Remember, we do stream every morning on YouTube and Twitch from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every evening on Sharevision from 7:45 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. and every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. Also, I'd love to have you follow me on social media. We're on Twitter at MightyOxTrading, Instagram at MightyOxTrading, and Reddit at r/oxmarkettrading. Have a great day.